Hey, just wanted to do another quick breakdown. Couple of fights I'm excited for this weekend. Did pretty good on my predictions, I reckon, in that last weekend's card. A lot of fighters on this card I don't really know about. A lot of Asians versus Australians. So I just want to touch on a couple of fights that I actually do sort of know a little bit about. Jonathan McCaleb versus Oban Elliott be the first fight. Going to go with Jonathan McCaleb in that one. He's a bit younger, a bit fresher. I think he'd probably knock Oban Elliott out pretty quick, I reckon. We'll go on the next one. We're going to go with Jacob Malkoun versus Torres Finney. I'm going to lead towards Torres Finney as an underdog here. I'm pretty surprised he's an underdog. He hasn't shown us a great deal. He's pretty green. Jacob Malkoun's done all right, but he's been always a bit hit and miss as well. Torres Finney's a good wrestler. He looked good on the Contender Series. He looked shit against Robert Valentin, but I think he's probably just still blowing out a few of the nerves of the UFC, the big lights. So I can see him just wrestle fucking Jacob Malkoun for 3 rounds pretty easily. Decision, I reckon, for him. He probably will blow his wad again, but I think he'll do enough. Next one I want to touch on, Junior Tuffer versus Billy Elakina. I don't think Junior Tuffer's that good a fight. His brother's retired from fighting, from what I believe. Billy Elakina's probably not great, but I think he's the younger and the fresher guy. He's probably got, well, he might not be younger, but he's got better striking. I think Junior Tuffer will probably blow his wad. Billy Elakina might choke him out. I can see that happening. Probably rounds 2 or 3, I'd go with a choke out. Next one, we got Quinlan Salakid versus Jamie Malarkey. Jamie Malarkey's a beast. I'll never forget his fight against the New Zealand guy. I can't think of his name right now. That was a good fight though. They were on their knees punching the shit out of each other. That was my introduction. Brad Riddell. That was my introduction to him. He lost the decision in that fight, but fuck, he looked like a mean motherfucker. And he's beaten some decent dudes. Karma Worthy, I thought he was a decent fighter. He wasn't that great, but he beat him. He's beaten Michael Johnson. He's a tough son of a bitch. Quinlan Salakid, we haven't seen a great deal from him, so I'm not sure how good he'll do, but I think Jamie Malarkey will probably get knocked out or possibly a decision. Tuivasa versus Talishan Teixeira. I love Tuivasa, man. He's a wicked fighter there for a while. He went on a hot streak, and now he's gone on a cold streak. Lost his last 5. Talishan, we haven't seen a great deal from him, but I'm going to lean towards Talishan in this one. I don't reckon he'll knock him out in the first round. I think he'll be a bit gun-shy after Derek Lewis got to him. So I'd go Talishan, probably rounds 2 or 3 KO. I think Tuivasa, even though he's lost a heap of weight, he'll gas out pretty quick. Co-main event. Oh, sorry, not co-main. One before the co-main. Fiziev versus Rufi. I like Rufi, but it's a tough fight to pick, man. I think Fiziev could do some good takedowns and possibly edge it on points. I don't think anyone's going to get knocked out. I think it's probably going to be more likely like a kickboxing Muay Thai style fight. Rufi's good. Fiziev's good. Will this go the distance? I think it will. That would be my bet. If I had to pick someone in this, I'd probably go Rufi just because he's a bit younger and a bit fresher. But Fiziev's seen a lot more fights and he's good with takedowns. He doesn't do it a lot, but that fight against Bahamundes, he took him down a couple of times there. And I was pretty surprised to see how easily he got him down, even though Bahamundes is no expert at grappling. So I'd lean towards probably Rufi. But if Fiziev pulls a takedown out, I think he'll edge it in points. But Rufi's probably pretty good at getting back to his feet too. So tough fight to pick. Will the fight go the distance? That'd be my bet. Co-main event now. Dan Hooker versus Benoit Saint Denis. Now, I'm no lover of either of these guys. I mean, if I had to pick, I like Dan Hooker more. But I think Benoit Saint Denis will get it done. Possibly by decision. But I wouldn't be surprised if he taps him out too. After Sarukian made it look so easy. Dan Hooker, he's been good, but he's so hit and miss. I can't trust him. I think Benoit Saint Denis is pretty good too. But he's a French guy, so maybe he won't take the punishment. Dan Hooker can dish it out for sure, but I think takedowns coming quick and fast from Benoit Saint Denis. Grapple fuck him. Look for a submission of some description. So either Benoit by points or submission. Later round submission, I think. He won't do it as easy as Arman did, that's for sure. But Dan Hooker, always sort of a little bit susceptible to going to the ground. So I don't like his chances in that one. And now, main event, just quickly. Diego Lopez, Alexander Volkanovski. Diego Lopez could get this done. The second fight, he didn't look great in the first fight. You know, Volk's always going for a decision. I don't think he's going to knock Diego out. Diego's tough as nails. I like Diego Lopez. I really do. I think he's skilled. But I don't know, man. Volk's just a cardio freak. I could see him getting it done by points again. But Diego looked great against Jan Silva. So, a bit of a hard fight to pick, really. I lean towards Diego. Even though he's the underdog, I could see him getting this one done. I think he might just edge Volk this time. Volk's getting a bit older, but he's had so many title fights. It's tough, man. It's tough. Max Holloway's, a really good fighter. I think he's sort of similar in a way to Diego with the cardio and the footwork. So Volk beat him pretty consistently. Diego's probably going to try and lure him into a war, and that'd suit Diego. I think he probably hits a bit harder than Volk, but I don't know, man. I think he got lucky knocking out Jan Silva. I think that would have probably gone to decision and probably would have given it to Diego. But Jan looked good in that fight, man. He was landing on Diego, so it's a tough one. Yeah, I might go for Diego on this one, I think. I like Volkanovski, but I think he's had his time at the top. He's probably due for a bit of fresh blood. Yeah, we'll go Diego by points, I reckon, will be my prediction for that one. But I think it'll be a great fight. I think it really will be. It's a good, even matchup. But Diego's a bit fresher, a bit quicker, a bit sharper. He could land a couple of those spinning elbows like he did against Jan. But hope you guys enjoy. And yeah, have a good time watching the fights. Bye.